Good afternoon, Mrs. Owens Penn. How are you doing?
Hey, James. I'm doing great.
May I join you?
Of course, I always have a few minutes.
Are you waiting on Mr. Owens Penn?
Oh, no, baby. He's out of town on business this week. I'm waiting for the First Lady. We've been trying to do lunch for weeks now.
Church business?
Oh, no, we just have to catch up on our girl talk. How are you doing?
Not so good.
What's wrong?
Nothing would make me happier than to be able to tell you.
Then tell me.
I wish I could, but I can't.
Now, honey, you knew when you told me that I was going to ask. So why did you tell me that?
I mentioned it because I need your help.
Well, how can I be of assistance?
I'm dealing with a situation. A situation that I really need to talk to somebody about. I really need to talk to a professional.
Sounds serious.
It is.
Well, baby, you know it's nothing that Jesus can't help you with.
I want to believe that. Lately, my faith is fading. That's why if you can refer me to someone, I'd really appreciate it because, to be quite frank, I really need to talk to somebody.
I think I know someone. She's about your age. I'll give her a call. How soon do you want to meet?
As soon as possible.
You got it. Are you sure I can help?
You already have.
Well, consider it done.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate it.
Well, you are very, very welcome.
Here's First Lady.
Hi, Gladys.
Hey, girl, you ready to go?
You know that I am.
I'm so sorry I'm late. The meeting went way too long.
Didn't mind waiting at all.
Good, good. Girl, I'm so glad to be out that meeting. I don't know what to do.
We've taken so long to have this meeting. You know I'm so excited.
Yes. Look, it's a new restaurant, Southern Kitchen. We have to go there.
You know we can.
All right. I'm so excited. I'm so excited.
Lord, I hope this works. Because I'm trying real hard not to become.
Mr. Morris? Hello, I'm Dr. Teresa Harris.
Thank you for seeing me on such short notice.
No problem. Please come in and have a seat.
Do you mind if we talk about something else before we jump right in?
Sure. So how do you know Mrs. Owens Penn?
She was one of my professors my freshman year in college. She walked in the office one day and she said, "I'm gonna do you a favor and become your mentor." It's one of the best decisions she could have ever, one of the biggest favors she could have ever done for me. She really brings the best out of me.
She does tend to have that effect on people.
And seems to know everyone. I apologize for asking, but is it Miss or Mrs. Harris?
It's Dr. Harris.
I apologize for asking, but what can I say? I would have bet money it was Mrs. Harris.
You would have made that assumption without first checking for a ring?
I admit that would have been foolish, especially now I notice you're not wearing a ring. I'm so nervous, I can't even think straight. But what can I say? I had a feeling.
Thank you. I take that as you see value in me.
Oh, your reputation precedes you. I've heard about you. They say you're good. They say you're real good.
That is very kind of you to say.
I understand it's very well deserved.
Well, I appreciate the kind words. Lord knows there are too many people lined up with something negative to say.
Especially on social media.
Exactly. So that's why I feel it's great to appreciate those who have a kind word to say to you.
I agree. Listen, if you had to summarize why you're not married or not currently in a relationship, what would you say the reason is?
Well, in my opinion, I feel that relationships are more complicated than they need to be. Some men play games while others don't know what they want. So finding that special someone could be very hard. That's if you don't have any unresolved issues.
I think I know what you mean.
I take it you're single as well?
Me? No. I have a girlfriend. Her name is Tia. We've been together for 5 years. Well, next month will be 5 years. To say she's getting that itch to get married is an understatement.
Well, is that what brings you in today? That fear of taking that next step?
Oh, I wish it was that simple.
Then tell me, what brings you in today?
What we talk about in here is confidential, right?
Correct. Everything's confidential. But I must warn you that I am a mandated reporter.
A mandated what?
A mandated reporter, meaning that I am mandated to report any violation.
Violation?
Yes, anything that's illegal, a crime.
A crime. Oh, there's been no crime committed here. The thing is that I've been needing to talk to someone for years now, but I've never been able to bring myself to do it.
Why is that?
A fear of judgment, fear no one will try or even care to understand my situation.
Well, in my profession, we're taught extensively not to judge. My mentor spent several hours on that, and I wouldn't be here if I didn't care.
You know, doctor, that all sounds good, but you and I both know sometimes life can throw you a curveball that training didn't prepare you for. I mean, you never expect for it to happen, but all of a sudden it does.
Like what, for example?
Do you have any kids, Dr. Harris?
No, but I have 2 nieces and a nephew, my brother's children.
What would you do if someone harmed them?
What do you mean by harmed?
If someone violated one of them?
What type of violation?
The worst kind.
Well, I will be there to help my niece or nephew get through it, and I will hope that the person who violated them would seek or be given help.
Really? Wow. Is that it?
Are these questions meant to test me or to see how I respond in a situation?
Something like that, yes.
Or why do you feel the need to test me? If so, why come at all?
Because I fear I may be running out of time.
Are you ready to talk about what brought you in today?
I want to. I need to. But, I don't know if I can trust you.
Fear of me judging you.
Not fear. An almost certainty.
Well, I'm afraid we're at an impasse. We will not talk about anything that you're not comfortable with talking about. That's how this works. We go at your own pace.
Wow. You really seem to care.
I got in this profession to help and heal people if possible.
And here I am thinking you got into it for the money. I mean, much as you charge per session.
While the compensation is nice, it is definitely not the driving force.
That's good to hear. Well, I guess I've procrastinated long enough, huh?
Please, whenever you're ready.
As I've said before, I have a girlfriend. Her name is Tia. Been together 5 years. She's beautiful. Outside, but more importantly inside. I couldn't ask or pray for more in a woman. I'm very fortunate, blessed to have her. But I can no longer get an erection when I'm with her.
How long has this been going on?
Off and on for the last 3 years.
Are you no longer attracted to her?
No, it's not that. I mean, my heart still skips a beat whenever she walks into a room, whenever I'm near her.
Have you talked to her about it?
Oh, no, of course not. Listen, it hasn't been like that the entire time. The first 2 years, we had a very healthy sexual relationship. It's just been the past 3 years. But as each year passes, it gets worse and worse. I mean, it's to the point that I'm now starting to make excuses like I gotta work late or I'm tired. I even used the whole I have a headache excuse.
I don't think I've ever heard a man use that excuse before.
I'm not proud of lying to her. I mean, I love Tia with all my heart. But it's better than telling her the truth.
Mr. Morris.
Please, James.
James. Although you're a young man, this is a very common problem. It could be helped with medication.
You think it's that simple?
Yes. If that's your only problem, then yes.
It's not. It's only the tip of the iceberg. You know, summertime, my favorite time of the year. Women wearing short tops, short shorts, short skirts, sundresses. Oh my God. My idea of heaven. But I'm not responding to anyone. Tia, women in my job, women on the street, nobody.
What has changed? Why did they arouse you before and not now?
My appetite has slowly been changing over the years to a point I feel I can no longer suppress it.
Do you think you're developing an appetite for men instead of women?
No,
Are you sure?
I'm positive.
Then what is stopping you from being with Tia?
You want it, you got it. Last Saturday, Tia woke up, and last Saturday morning she woke up and she wanted to have sex, and I, fearing I wouldn't be able to perform, I remember she wanted to go to the pool for the last couple of weeks, so I said, hey, let's go to the pool. She got excited, we got up, got changed, and went to the pool. When we got there, we were looking for a place to put our things. I saw this little girl. She couldn't have been more than 11 or 12 years old. I got a huge erection. Terrified me. I mean, I haven't been that scared in years. I retreated to the locker room and I stayed in there till I cooled down.
Is this the first time that has happened?
No. This is the first time I couldn't control it.
What do you mean?
Dr. Harris, I have been attracted to young girls, to little girls, since I was 16 years old. I've been able to suppress it all these years by having sex with women my age or older than me. I had hoped that this feeling would have gone away by now, but it hasn't. As each year passes, the urge is growing stronger. So strong that I'm not sure I fear I may be losing my ability to control it.
I have to ask you a question.
Okay.
Have you ever acted on these urges?
Didn't I just tell you that all these years I've always been able to control it? Well, I say again, all these years I've always been able to control myself.
Yes, I heard you, but I still have to ask, because if so...
It would have been a crime, yeah. I heard you the first time.
I think, Mr. Morris, I will not be able to help you. I think I need to refer you out.
What? Refer me out?
Yes, we have some professionals that are better equipped to help you in this area. And I can't help you, and like I said, I need to refer you out.
What, so I can go through this all over again? No, hold up. Why all of a sudden can you now not help me?
I just can't. I'm sorry.
What kind of answer is that? Tell me why.
I don't have to explain myself to you.
Oh, I think you do. All this time, I've been telling you this was serious. You've been telling me how much you want to help. Well, here I am. So help me. Please. Help me.
Mr. Morris, I think you better leave.
What? Why?
Please, just leave.
Well, I'm not leaving until you tell me why.
Mr. Morris, like I said, please leave.
Tell me why.
Because you disgust me.
Oh, okay. All right. I discussed you. Okay. But what happened to all that? There's no judgment here, talk.
This is different.
How?
Because you're using your sick desires to justify wanting to rape young girls.
What?
You heard me. Now please leave.
After everything that I've told you, now you want me to leave? Well, you listen to me at all. Wait a minute. What am I missing? What, do I remind you of someone?
Excuse me?
I mean, 1 minute you want to help me, you can help me, and then now you want me to leave. What am I missing here? I mean, I haven't done anything wrong. What's wrong with you?
None of your business.
Have you ever helped someone with my situation before?
Yes, I've helped and counseled many victims, just never the one who victimizes.
Oh, how many times do I have to tell you? I haven't done anything to anyone. I'm trying not to do something to anyone. If you could just listen, if you would just get off your high horse for a second and stop judging me. I mean, you listen to people for a living, right? I mean, isn't that your specialty? Have you heard a single word I've said? Well, listen, I'll say it again. I
don't believe you. You said earlier you had a feeling about me. Well, I have a feeling about you.
Yeah. And I was wrong, remember?
Mr. Morris, my decision is final.
You think I don't know how this sounds? You hear about it all the time on the news. It could be a serial killer, a bombing occurs, or somebody shoots up a school. When people talk about the son of Sam, Charles Manson, the Unabomber, or a real pedophile, someone that actually gave in to the urge, went out and harmed a child, what do you say, huh? Why? Why didn't they talk to somebody? Why didn't they go see someone? Why didn't they talk to a professional? You think I like having these thoughts? That I want to feel this way? That I'm using this as an excuse to go out and harm a child? Well, if so, you're not half as smart or nearly as good as they say you are. This is supposed to be the one place I'm supposed to be able to come through for help. The one place I can come to work through whatever this is. But you won't help me. It doesn't matter that I haven't done anything. Just saying these words to you and I'm tried, judged, and executed instantly. There truly is no help for me. I mean, if you would treat me like this, I can't tell Tia. my best friend, Mrs. Owens' pen? Because as soon as I utter these words, they will see me the same way you do. Because to you, I'm already a monster. You think I'm a monster. And who wants to help a monster? What am I going to do now? You've done all you can. And I must say, you've done an excellent job suppressing me all these years. But the appetite is still there. The urge is getting stronger, isn't it? Which gives me more power over you. I will continue to fight you with everything in me. You don't control me. You affect me, but you don't control me. I still walk away. I still haven't touched a little girl. Not one. Not yet. But it won't be long. You no longer respond to grown women, but you do respond to little girls. Soon, I will make you do my bidding. Soon, I will have the satisfaction that I crave. Please, no one is going to help you. There's only a small amount of time before I take over. The only chance you have already turned their back on you. No one is going to help you now. out like a leper. The only way you can stop me is if you kill yourself. But you won't do that because of your faith. I will find a way to stop you. Stop me! You can barely hold yourself together. As I said, it won't be long. I am you, and you are me. If you can't control yourself, you will never be able to control me. No. 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 Leave me alone. Leave me alone. Leave me alone! What am I gonna do now? What am I gonna do now?
Hello? Good evening, Dr. Young. I'm sorry to bother you, but I really need to talk to you tomorrow. I know it's late in this last minute, but it's an emergency. Okay. Okay. Your last client is at 4 o'clock? Okay, well, can we meet at your office at 4:30? Perfect. Thank you. I will see you tomorrow. Have a good night. Bye.
You did what?
I know how it sounds.
Do you?
I do.
Then you understand what a serious ethics violation this is. I mean, he could sue you for your unprofessional conduct. Not to mention you could lose your license over this. Now, you know if things had gotten too personal, you could have referred him out. You know that. Hold on. I need to get myself together. I'm trying to figure out why you would behave so unprofessionally. Okay. Let's break this down. Help me understand why you reacted this way.
A feeling of disgust just grew from the pit of my stomach to the top of my head. And instantly I saw red, and immediately I despised him. I saw my uncle.
Oh.
That conversation just broke me, and I'm having a hard time finding my way back. I know it was wrong to judge him, but in that moment, I just didn't care.
I understand. But have you ever had a client before that you thought was lying to you?
Of course.
And how did you handle it?
I took them for their word until I had proof otherwise.
Exactly.
But my gut tells me he's lying.
But what if you're wrong? You
What
don't
do you
have
mean?
any proof. What proof do you have? You didn't let him even finish before you immediately ran off to judgment.
But I had heard enough.
What if you're wrong? And what if this man is at a crossroads between succumbing to the darkness or coming into the light? And what if you were the determining factor between this man getting the help that he really needed or going out and raping some young girl? Now, I'm not saying that you'd be responsible for his actions. He is fully accountable for whatever he does. But he makes a compelling point. Now, every time some horrible thing happens and someone is victimized, what is it that everyone says? Why didn't they get help? Or talk to somebody? But that's exactly what he did. He got help from you. And you know how hard that had to have been for him. And you know how rare that is. And how did you respond? Exactly the way you were not supposed to. Now, Teresa, when I first decided to become your mentor, I asked you one question. Do you remember what that was?
You asked me if I wanted to help victims exclusively or anyone
Anyone.
who walked through my door. I said I wanted to help anyone
Anyone.
who had the courage to walk through my door, but I never thought someone like that would come into my office.
Teresa, in this profession, we have to prepare ourselves for the worst possible situation. That is why our rigorous training comes about. Listen, admittedly, 99% of people will look at this man and see him as a horrible beast, a monster. But we are supposed to be that 1% that does not.
I don't know if I can.
Ask yourself this. What if your uncle had the courage to get the help he needed and as a result never molested you? Think about how your life would be different. Now, consider how helping him might help some young girl from having her own innocence taken away.
I'm so sorry, Dr. Young.
I'm not the one you need to apologize to.
You're right.
Teresa, I know how hard this has been for you, but you've always been so good at reading people. You gather all the facts before you call it. And if he's not who he says he is, you're going to know it.
I know. I know what I have to do. Thank you so much for processing this with me.
You are so welcome, and I'm here if you need me. I really believe you can help him, Teresa, if you allow yourself to.
Hello, Mr. Morris? This is Dr. Teresa Harris. Please don't hang up. No, I'm not kidding. I really need to talk to you if you allow me. It would be better if we did it in person. You can come to my office. Oh, okay. Well, I can meet you wherever you would like. Yes, I can meet you. Yes, I know exactly where that is. That is fine. I will see you then. Thank you.
Please, have a seat. Mr. Morris will be with you in a few moments.
Thank you.
You're welcome. She's in there waiting for you.
Thank you so much.
You need anything else before I take off?
No, you go on and enjoy your weekend.
Hey, thanks again for letting us go home early.
Don't mention it.
All right.
Okay, Dr. Harris, what do you want?
Please call me Teresa.
Teresa, what do you want?
I wanted to see how you were doing.
What do you want? You didn't come here to see how I'm doing. You already know how I'm doing. I'm terrible. How are you? So please, don't tell me I just sent my employees home early for nothing.
I know, you're right. I came here, first of all, to apologize. My behavior was unprofessional. I let my personal feelings and experiences get in the way. Secondly, you asked me a question, and I came here to answer it.
Okay.
When I think about my childhood, it was good, great even. My mom, single parent, worked 2 jobs, broke her back to provide for me. She taught me that there was more out there than what I saw in the streets every day. But unfortunately, some of my memories are distorted by the trauma that my uncle caused me. You see, when I was a child, my mother went to work. My grandmother would watch me. And then, when she passed away, my mom didn't have anyone to watch me, so she asked the neighbor. And the neighbor would watch me for a while, but one time she got sick, and she went to the hospital. So my mom asked my uncle to take care of me. I mean, I was fine with it. He was my favorite uncle. In my eyes, he could do no wrong. Almost immediately, he started telling me how beautiful I was, and he told me to go take a shower. I thought that was odd, but my mom is old school, and when a grown-up told you to do something...
You don't ask questions. You did what you were told.
Exactly. So, he came into the room while I was fully undressed, telling me he wanted me to do something before I took a shower. He started rubbing my shoulders. Then he turned me around and bent me over, and
You don't have to go any further. What you just described is exactly what I'm trying to prevent.
I realize that now, and I'm sorry, but I'm here and I'm ready to help. Look, I will be in my office tomorrow. I have 3 to 5 cleared, free of charge, for us to begin the process. Look, I know you don't want to come to my office, but I think it would be a lot better than sending your employees home every time you wanted to have a private conversation. I hope I will see you there.
Why should I?
I can't tell you why you should, but I realized I blew my first chance. And in life, sometimes you only get one chance. But out of all the chances, you chose me.
No, Mrs. Owens Penn chose you.
Still, she chose me because she believed I can help you. And I would like the opportunity to try if you would allow me. Look, I don't want to take up any more of your time. I hope to see you there. Mr. Morris, thank you for coming and giving me a second chance. Please come in. We've got some work to do.
Thank you.